Well, hello. It is the long-awaited, updated top 5 foundation video. I just looked at my last foundation video to see when I posted it, and it was exactly a year ago from the day that I'm filming this. June 11th, 2019. I think it's going up on June 12th. I did not plan that, but that's how it worked out. Let me tell you my picks from last time. Oh, this is so hard because they're all still my favorites. Kjaer Weis, Ilia, Oxygenetix, Osmosis, Tom Ford, and It Cosmetics. And I will tell you, only 2 of them made it into this top favorites. That is not to say that I still don't love the other 3 and 4, because I do. I totally do. And I use them a lot. In fact, if I've ever mentioned loving a foundation in the past, I still love it, unless I've told y'all otherwise. This was extremely hard for me. I've already done my top 5 like skin tint and moisturizer videos because I wear a lot of those. I wanted to keep those separate. I've already posted that. I'll put a card up for that. So this is just straight up foundations. And again, it was hard. So what I have done, I wanted to do this for the skin tint video, but I didn't. I have used all of these foundations over the course of the past week or so. I have filmed me applying them, and I have filmed the look after I have applied them. I am going to cut away to those as I speak about the foundations. This way you don't just hear me talk about it, but you can actually see how they perform on my skin. Also, I want to note that with all of these demos and all of the days that I wore these foundations, including today, I did not wear primer. I used the same exact powder, which was the Well People Bio Brightener powder. I even used the same bronzer and the same concealer. I wanted it to be very similar with the other products across the board so that you could get a true representation of the differences in how these foundations look on the skin. I also went so far as to wear the same exact shirt for all the demos so that you wouldn't have any different colors reflecting the foundation, and that wouldn't alter it as well. A little background on me, I'm 39, I'll be 40 in like 3 months. I love probably my favorite is a light to a medium coverage. I tend to have a lot of really light coverage, and I tend to have a lot of medium coverage. I don't tend to love a super, super, super full coverage foundation. I have normal skin. Honestly, it's not oily and it's really not that dry. So it's pretty normal. Let's go ahead and get into it. Typically, I will save my favorite for last. I couldn't honestly, out of these 5, I love them all so very much, I could not pick my favorite out of them. So I'm not going to go in any particular order, but I will start out with one that was in my last video, and that's the Osmosis Performance Wear Satin Foundation. I think this is the 3rd time that it has made its way into my top 5 foundations. I don't know what to say about this other than, honestly, it's all around the perfect foundation. It lasts forever on me. It's easy to apply. It's a good solid medium coverage. You may even be able to build it up to a full. I use 1 pump of this and it gives me the exact coverage that I want. I'm in the color Natural Medium. I do not get along with Osmosis skincare. I have tried it, and I have tried it multiple times, and my skin breaks out every time. Osmosis makeup is a different story. I absolutely love this. I feel like it gives a pretty natural finish. It's not overly dewy. It's not overly matte. I mean, I really just think it's a very nice skin-like finish. And when I say it lasts all day on me, I say it lasts all day. I've had this on for close to 24 hours while traveling. While traveling. That was my word that I'm going to mess up. Every video I have one. While traveling before, and it never, ever, ever lets me down. So again, Osmosis Performance Wear Satin Foundation. I'm going to try not to spend like a whole ton of amount of time on each of these because I love them for almost the same reasons. I just want to tell you specifically if there's any differences in them, and also so we have time to cut to my demo. The next one is the second one that was in my last top 5, and that is the Oxygenetix Oxygenating Foundation. Oh, and let me tell you, I prefer to use this with a sponge. It works great both ways, but I have been using it with a sponge the most lately. This is a breathable formula foundation for healthier skin that provides complete coverage. Now, one of the main things I love about this is the very first ingredient is aloe gel. So that right there tells you how incredibly moisturizing it is. This is suggested for post-procedure skin. When I got my Vivace done, my microneedling, every time I got it done, I would use this afterwards, like the next day. And it's just, it's so good. If I'm peeling for my retinol, I use this because it's extremely moisturizing. I actually prefer to use this with my fingers. I feel like that gets the best coverage. And then afterwards, if I need to go over it with a sponge or a brush, just to kind of even everything out, I will. But the initial application, I like to use my fingers. I am in the color beige. So if you have compromised skin, if you get procedures done a lot, if you have super dry skin, if you just want something that feels good, does good things for your skin while also giving coverage, this is the one you're going to want to go for. Love this so much. Next one I'm going to talk about is my newest addition to my top 5, but honestly, after the second time I wore it, I knew that it would be in this category. And other than the days that I have been using these other ones to test and demo for this video, I have used this every day. And it's the Beautycounter Skin Twin Featherweight. Apparently I'm going to do multiple words messed up today. Featherweight foundation. This stuff, I just can't even explain it. I have had so many people message me telling me they ordered it and they love it. They don't know what it is about it. And honestly, I don't know what it is about it either. I'm in the color medium 340. It just works. It is, I think, very differentiating in how much coverage you want. Like, it can work for light coverage, medium coverage. You can even build it up to an almost full coverage, depending on how many pumps you use. I use 2 pumps of this. I like to use it with a beauty blender or some kind of sponge, and it's foolproof. It lasts all day on me. The color is great on me. The coverage is great on me. The look is great on me. I don't ever feel like I look like I have a ton of makeup on when I wear this. I love it. And being Beautycounter, well, really Osmosis, Oxygenetix, next one I'm going to talk about, really they're all very good ingredients for your skin. You cannot go wrong with any of them, but I just love that I don't have to question this. I don't have to worry about breaking out. I don't have to worry about it breaking up throughout the day. I just absolutely love this. I don't know what else to say about it. I have done a whole review on my other channel, so I will link that up. And then I used it in a recent like new makeup video, but I cannot stop using this. This will be probably the next foundation that I have to repurchase at the rate that I'm using it, which says a lot considering I just got it in the beginning of May. Okay, the next one is a new addition. Well, it's not a new addition for me. I've had it since September, and I can't believe it's not gone. This is the Jane Iredale Beyond Matte Liquid Foundation. This is the one I have on my face today. This is just, I need a foundation, again, that lasts all day. That's very important to me. I don't touch up my makeup throughout the day. I don't have time for it. I don't have the inclination for it. I don't care to do it. I want to put it on in the morning, and I want it to last until I take it off at night. So that is something I look for in a foundation first and foremost. Even before other things, I want it to last. This one lasts. I have 2 colors of this one, but the one that I use the most is M8. I originally ordered M4 to begin with, and it was just too light. However, I do like to mix that with like liquid bronzers, liquid illuminators that may have a darker bronzy tint to them so that I'm still able to use it. But M8 is what I have on today. It's hard to tell how much I've used. I mean, you could see holes in it, but I guarantee you I'm halfway done with this. I only need 1 pump of this to give me the coverage that I have on today, to give me the coverage that I have on in the demo. It's, again, another foolproof medium coverage. Can be built to full almost. I don't want the name Beyond Matte to scare anybody because I don't feel like, and I think you'll be able to tell from the demo with the fact that I don't use any kind of primers, I don't feel like this is a flat matte at all. I really don't even think it's matte. I think it's more of like a natural finish, which almost all of these are that I'm talking about. Obviously, that's my favorite finish. I just feel like it makes you look like you've got better skin, but it's going to cover up. I have a blemish on my chin that hopefully you aren't going to be able to see, but I've had it for a week. It just will not go away. It covers it up. I don't have to use any extra concealer. It's just phenomenal. And I believe I've done a separate review on this. I know I've used it a ton. I know I've talked about it a ton. It's made it into favorites probably multiple times. Love, love, love. Okay, my last foundation that I have a demo of, I am going to talk about an honorable mention at the end that I don't have a demo of, but y'all could probably guess what it is. This one is the Chantecaille Future Skin Oil-Free Gel Foundation. I've done a whole review on this. This is a special foundation. This is different from anything else I have. It is very similar to the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue, but it's still a little bit different. And I say similar in the finish and the texture because it is different gel texture, which you're not going to be able to see as I swatch. It's something you have to feel. It's almost cooling as you apply it to the skin. My favorite way to do it is to actually stick my foundation brush into it. Now, obviously, that's not the most hygienic. If you happen to be using this in a kit or anything like that, don't even think about it. But I just like to put my foundation brush straight into it and then stipple it onto my face. I am in the color Cream, and it just, I can't explain it. I can't explain it, but I'm telling you, I get so many compliments when I have this on my skin because it truly looks like skin. Out of all of the ones that I've talked about, with the Oxygenetix coming in a close second, this one looks the most like skin. It's easy. It's not going to provide you the most coverage. This is more of a light coverage to me. Expensive. It's not in the best component. A lot of people want a pump or a squeeze tube. I get that, but it is so worth it to me. Oh my goodness. If you can't tell, I love it. Now, real quick, honorable mention has to be the Alima Pure Satin Matte Foundation. I talked about this in my last favorites video. I've done a whole review. I've done a whole review on all of these. I'm in the color Neutral 4. For a powder foundation, which I am typically not a fan of, this is amazing. Looks like skin, doesn't dry your skin out. Perfect for under a mask. If you're wearing a mask for any reason and you still want to wear something other than eye makeup, this is perfect for that. Love this so much. I just didn't review a demo and I really wanted to keep the main 5 as 5 because I'm like notorious for going over. So that concludes my top 5 favorite foundations updated for 2020. I cannot believe it's been exactly a year. I think that's so funny. All of them will be listed and linked below. A couple of them come with some discount codes, so you can check those out as well. As always, I want to know what your favorite foundation is of all time down in the comment section below. Let's share so we can get some new ideas, because even though it's hard to believe, I do think there are foundations out there that I have not tried yet. I know, it's crazy to think about, but I actually think there are a couple. So I always like to get good ideas myself. Thank y'all so much for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. I hope you are all staying safe and healthy and sane, and most of all that you go out and have a very blessed day.